Who is the leader of the free world? As the commander-in-chief of the world's most powerful democracy, the answer would normally be the President of the United States. But Donald Trump's isolationist America First attitude has created a global vacuum, one that the Chancellor of Germany seems ready to fill.
Und deshalb kann ich nur sagen, wir Europäer müssen unser Schicksal wirklich in unsere eigene Hand nehmen.
So is Angela Merkel now the leader of the free world?
I think it's a bit silly. That's a little bit of a media tag, and she's actually rejected that tag. You know, she was quite embarrassed by it. She says it's ridiculous to say that any one person can carry responsibility for the free world. But I think certainly in international circles, she is very respected for upholding the values of liberal democracy.
Angela Merkel has been the leader of the Christian Democratic Union Party since 2000 and Chancellor of Germany since 2005. The CDU is a traditional, largely Catholic-based party, and its supporters are generally more socially conservative.
It's true that she's not the most liberal politician in Germany, but in her own party she counts as a moderate. But Angela Merkel herself is from East Germany, and she doesn't have that same level of social conservatism as some of the others. You know, that's come out, for example, in her unusually humanitarian outlook towards her refugee policy. That's really off message for her own party. And I think it's another reason why she's been respected in international circles. You don't get any other leader of a centre-right Christian-based party promoting such a humanitarian message for refugees at the same time as trying to implement security measures to reduce terrorism. So she counts as a moderate within her own party rather than as lacking liberal credentials.
Merkel still remains popular in Germany and is favourite to win her fourth election in a row in September. But she has had to adapt to rapidly changing political and social circumstances at home and abroad to remain in power.
I think her approach to governance is quite interesting. I think she is very good at spotting the way that society is changing. We can take the example of the recent vote on gay marriage in the Parliament. People have recently come to accept gay marriage in Germany. Angela Merkel could see that this was going to be featured as a campaign issue by the opposition parties to her, SPD, Greens. She didn't want them to benefit from that campaign issue. She knew her own party would never advocate gay marriage, and she called a vote where she lifted the whip. She said this is a conscience vote. She herself voted against, saying she believed that marriage was uniquely a union between a man and a woman. We don't know if that is her real view or whether that is her way of making amends to her party for allowing this bill to go through. We don't know that. It is in some ways a power move, but it's also clever politics. You know, it takes an idea away from the opposition.
Merkel is undeniably a great politician. She is the longest-serving head of government in the European Union and is currently the senior G7 leader. She is well respected both internationally and domestically for her mediation skills and her ability to stand up to any global leader.
You know, both against populism on the ground, the upsurge of populism, and also against the Trump administration when she gave her speech of congratulation to President Trump on being elected in the US. She kept it minimal. She did what she had to do, but she also said, it's our common values that bind us. And she went on to list the common values that underpin liberal democracy, just to be clear. And I think she's very widely respected for that. This is how she's acquired this tag of leader of the free world.
So is the Merkel myth just that? A myth, perhaps. But with Donald Trump abdicating responsibility on issues ranging from global security to combating climate change, the world looks to her for leadership nonetheless.